It's coffee time. It's totally coffee. What else could it be, huh? It's Diet Coke. I was looking in the fridge during my stream and I was like, man, that looks real good. So I grabbed some and it's been remarkably refreshing. I was screaming at Dark Souls. Oh my goodness. Tonight was fun though. I had a much better day today. Just like in general, since that day a couple of days ago that was like weirdly crummy, it's been doing one of these. It's been ramping back up to like my normal state of mind, which is, you know, generally happy. So I've been in a good mood today. And I had a lot to do too, so that's like kind of a good sign, I feel like. Normally if I'm in a funk and there's a lot to do, I'm like anxious about all the things that I have to do, right? But today it was like, I got a lot of stuff to do and it's all gonna be fun and I'm gonna do it with my friends and it's gonna be great. So that was a nice feeling. I'm also going to, because I still got like this big old zit here, and I realized that during the stream I just like left this makeup on, and that's not good. Any of you who use makeup wipes, and some of you right now are going, why didn't you, I haven't been using coconut oil, because remember that takes off makeup really well. My coconut oil right now smells like things that are not coconut oil, because somebody did a double dip in my coconut oil jar, and it made me really sad. So now my coconut oil jar smells like something weird, and I haven't wanted to use it. But I grabbed these Neutrogena Deep Clean wipes. Look. Neutrogena sells the most common, the most frequently used makeup wipe. It comes in a thing that looks exactly like this, except it's blue. And it's great. You can rub it all over your face, like scrub your eyes, and you feel fine. These hurt. Like, they are just, if you see the package that says Neutrogena Deep Clean Makeup Wipes, it means business, and it is so overpowering. It is really hard to use on my eyes, which is fine. It feels like it gets off a lot of makeup, which is great. But man, I'm just like, Do you like how this coffee time has turned into a makeup wipe review? The blue packagey ones are great. The orange packagey ones, a little too forward, I believe. I was really excited about all of the blue eye stuff though. And she put sparkles on them. Oh, it was fantastic. Because she put so much blue on my eyes for Daily Bite. And I went there and she was like, here's a makeup wipe. Take off all your makeup. And I was like, can I keep the eyes? I really like the eyes. And she was like, okay. So just to like jazz them up, she put a bunch of gold glitter all over them. And I was like, you know me so well, Michelle. Michelle, you know me so well. Yeah, look at all that. Look at all that blue glitter going on. It's like C-Lab up in here. What does that mean? I don't know. It's fine. So yeah, I had the stream. It went from like 9:20 until 12:30 by accident. But it was super fun. I beat another boss. I was very proud of myself. But I got stuck in a zone for a really long time, to the point that I was like, man, this has got to be boring to watch. But we had a lot of viewers the whole time, and that was amazing. Apparently at a certain point I was on the front page, which was also amazing. So I was like, all right, I'm just going to keep doing this. Because when I started, I was going about it with the tactic of, okay, I'm just going to keep like fighting these things. Like, going to the bonfire, coming back, and fighting them over and over and over again until I feel like I get it, right? Which unfortunately resulted in a lot of deaths. The death count got way higher than it was last time, but that's okay. I feel now like the seal's broken, you know, completely, and now when I play the game, I can just really commit myself to trying to perfect it, you know, to like learning a technique and using it over and over and over again, without fear of like, but what if I die, then my kill count, you know, it's like kind of nice. But Yeah. Guys, these are so strong. They're just so strong, but I want all of that blue off my eyeballs. There's so many sparkles. Sam and I grabbed dinner together in between because, like, we haven't really hung out. We didn't really hang out at all yesterday. And then today I knew I was going to be doing all the things and then streaming. So I was like, Sam, do you want to grab dinner together? And that way we'll have, hung out. And he was like, sure. I went over there. All I did was hug him, and he suddenly had gold glitter on his face. I was like, man, glitter, the herpes of makeup and craft supplies. Get out of here. Sick. Oh, now my face is all tingly. But it'll be good. Let this guy breathe, turn into whatever it's going to turn into, and then, we can move from there. Ugh. But, yeah, what all happened today? Well, friend zone. A lot of people were sick today, as it turns out. So my boss, Vinny, wound up taking over, like, the producer role for both Daily Bite and Friend Zone. And it's funny because, like, both of those things we've done so many times now that we don't really have very many hiccups. But it's funny when you get used to a certain producer, like you get used to hearing the same person. Like I wear the earbud, the earworm, I think is what they call it, which creeps me out. I always wear that on Friend Zone so that they can talk to me and remind me of things and whatever else. So when you suddenly have a different person in your ear, it is the weirdest thing in the world because you establish kind of how to discuss things, like, here's a crash course. Here's a crash course in all this. Like, you need to get your point across very quickly because and it's the same for casters. I've talked with casters about this before, and they're wearing a little earbud and everything, and they're discussing things with a producer. Like, that's a one-sided conversation. You can't, in the earbud, say, like, did you hear me? Do you understand? Do you get it? Like, that's not going to happen. You have to just kind of, like, operate on faith. So, like, today, Lauren has been the producer for a while now. Before her, it was Jeannie. And Jeannie and I are friends. So, like, we had a candid conversation where I was like, look, get your point across real fast. And she was like, okay. And then she kind of passed that on to Lauren, and Lauren and I have had absolutely no problems either. Aside from sometimes when my mic pack gets unplugged and I suddenly can't hear her. And so I find out later that she's in the back being like, go to commercial, go to commercial, go to commercial. And I'm just like playing games, doing whatever. So today it was so funny. Vinny, like, over the little mic would be like, okay, I need you to do this thing, okay? And I'd suddenly feel this overwhelming urge of, like, he needs to know that I heard him, right? So, like, I'd nod, or I'd say, okay, even when nobody in the room had been asking a question or sought an okay, right? So, like, it turned into an awkward thing where I'd be like, I need to respond, but I can't only respond to Vinny. Like, I don't know how to do that. So, yeah, reflecting back on that, I was like, that's kind of funny. There might have been a few moments when people were watching and they were like, who is she? What is she doing? But that's one of those things. It's one of those things, guys. If you're ever in a producer role and you are the guy on the other end of that microphone, just remember, concise. You gotta be real concise. No full sentences, no questions at the end of your full sentences. Right? It's just reminders. It's reminders and information. That's like most of what needs to happen. So, oh, that was very weird. I have heels next to my chair, and the heels are shiny. So sometimes, when you see a glisten of a shiny heel, sometimes when you look at it, the shine moves, right? Depending on where you are in the room and where you're looking at it, the light that's bouncing off of it will be different. So I say all of this to establish why for a second there I thought that there was a creature in my room. Like, not a cat, not one of the cats, too small to be a cat. But I just looked over and saw a glisten move along a black shoe, and I was like, oh! It was a shoe. It was a heel. Who knew? So now I am going to go to bed. But I hope that you guys had an amazing day, and I will talk to you again tomorrow. Bye-bye. Mwah.